thought that they needed to disrupt the nuclear family. Actually, in a North Carolina school district, a teacher was caught forcing the Christian children to stand up in front of the class and apologize for their Christian privilege, which this is, of course, critical race theory and Marxism on steroids. They're getting Buddhist indoctrination, Hindu indoctrination, and they're doing it openly. And I think California really took the cake. Until last week, there was a lawsuit where the state of California had to back down. But as part of the mandatory ethnic studies model curriculum, children in elementary school all across the state of California were required to chant to the pagan Aztec deities of cannibalism and war and human sacrifice. I mean, this is Old Testament level stuff happening right here in America. The sex education is so monstrous. You need to see the movie The Mind Polluters to just get a sense of this. I don't even feel comfortable talking about these things. They're so horrific, but that's just a very small sample.
One of you used the phrase, I thought you said the phrase cartoon pornography. Did somebody say that phrase? Who said that?
I did. And there's a book called Perfectly Normal that actually is a book that was in distribution to fourth graders in the Minnesota area. And it was frightening because, and I actually have the book, I could run and get it, but it shows positions, physical positions, sexual positions of adults so that these children can learn what the adults actually do. And then they have pictures of body parts, hair and all, in crazy positions. It's frightening, and that's what they're doing, is that they're creating their sex education classes by using cartoons and sexual positions. This is what they are doing in the schools. They are physically teaching how to have sex. That's what comprehensive sexual education really is. This is not what you send your kids to school to learn how to put a condom on a banana. No. It's frightening. So that's just one. And also they're actively recruiting for LGBTQ clubs now on campus.
Yeah. Here, Mark, you start to say something, or Alex, one of the two of you?
Yeah, I was just going to say, just hop on YouTube and look up amaze.org.
And Amaze Junior.
And look at Amaze Junior is for kindergarten, age 5 and up. And just watch some of the videos that we use. We pulled just a tiny sampling of the Amaze videos to put into the Mind Polluters, and the things that we showed are shocking. There's more, and you can watch for hours and you will be shocked at these things. And the fact that you can find them on YouTube, these are supplemental materials from Advocates for Youth. They put these out there for all teachers to use, and you can see that they are geared for children. I mean, it is cartoons explaining why what you are teaching your children is old-fashioned, and that watching pornography is perfectly normal and everybody does it.
Because it's free and it's out there.
And, sexual positions and graphic sex acts. I mean, it is gruesome. So,
And then I heard the stories of parents who go to a meeting and find out their child, who was Johnny, is now Jill. And they said, well, wait a minute. And so they said, we're watching your reactions, and your reactions will determine whether we call Child Protective Services.
Yeah.
We think the shock we've seen, you're unfit to be parents. And I've heard of the stories of children taken from parents.
Yeah,
Because the school officials had encouraged their child to say that they were of a different gender.
Yeah, well, we do touch on that in the film. Mary McAllister, who's with Child and Parental Rights Campaign, works on cases like that all the time. And she talks about that. We also talk about the obscenity exemptions. If you're into the legal side of things, people want to know, how is any of this legal? Well, it's been legal for generations, actually. And there's a movement afoot in many of the state houses now in Indiana and in Nebraska and Texas, and I think in Florida, to repeal these exemptions. It's actually anything that you would be arrested for sharing obscene materials with children it's illegal outside the school, but inside the school or the public library, you're protected. It's been like this for a long time, and when people hear about that, they're shocked. So
the most jolting was the woman who appeared before the school board and started reading from the material that was given to her child in her classroom, and the school board was gonna have her arrested for indecent comments by reading what they were teaching her children.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
how twisted their thinking,
Totally.
is going. Probably Alex and Grant and all of you know a lot about those kind of cases. I've been following those kind of cases, which are shocking. Well, anything more we need to share before, I think we need prayer right away. Anything more we need to share, from any of the four of you before we jump into prayer?
If you want to use Public School Exit as a research tool to get your information, we do have facts and stats, and we log all of the articles that we can find that will be useful tools to parents to get the ammunition to get their kids out. So please take advantage of that. And don't forget, Jim, you have to call the children in public school by the correct pronouns. There's 56 to choose from, and so you're gonna have to remember each and every one of them.
And what's even, this is on their subject, even Christian universities, evangelical colleges, one with I'm associated, they've started doing that kind of thing. Horrific. Well, we're gonna jump right into prayer right now. Let's